Everybody, it's me, Tebony, um, aka Trust the Process, and I am tuning in. I know it's been probably a couple of weeks since I have went live, made any post or anything. But man, I just came out of meditation, and something just told me to get on here and actually just tune in. I don't know who's out there, what you guys got going on, but I just wanted to tune in. Whew, and just let you guys know, encourage somebody, or if you just in a place, in a space where you just are seeking like clarity. Man, I just got done meditating, and I closed myself out to everything around me, my children, my phone, like everything, and I come into my little room space, and I'll show you guys my little meditation stuff that I sit before me. This is the stuff that I like to just channel in on. Nothing all crazy or nothing like that, but I just really seek for clarity. And I actually just came out of meditation, and I was just requesting some things. Before I go into meditation, I pray. And I then began to try to clear my mind out of everything that's going on in my life, and just everything that is going on in the world. And today, I just heard when I was in meditation, I just heard my spirit was just so, man, rejuvenated, because I just heard, and I don't know who needs it, but you have to understand when you're going through things, or when you are stepping out on faith with things, like you have to sometime remember what you're doing it for. And that's all I heard. Like, remember what you are doing it for. And I think that's so important. I think sometimes we honestly get lost in the sauce. And we start cramming things in that is not supposed to be there. We start adding things to our agenda that is not supposed to be. And I think sometimes when we begin to put so much on our plate, we begin to lose sight of what we originally started doing it for. And I just heard, remember what you're doing it for. And so if it's anybody out there that is seeking, something, that is seeking clarity, or that may just be going through a rough patch, or just maybe, frustrated, like, you have to remember what you're doing it for. If something is for you and it's meant for you, you have to remember what you are doing it for. So that helped me. Oh man, it was just like a clarity for me. I have been going through some things this month. This was my not November, but October. It was the year that that I celebrated my birthday this October. And it just seemed like after like my birthday, it was just so many things that were just coming. And I was just like, man, what is this happening? Like, what is really going on? Like, it just seemed like so much. And I've just been kind of like out of the loop. I've been there, but I just haven't been there. And I've been seeking for clarity, and I've been seeking for understanding, and to knowing that I am doing the right things, or that, I am where I'm supposed to be, doing the things that I am supposed to do. And I will tell you this, just because a lot of times things get hard, or things seem like, like you just keep getting hit with blows from left to right, right to left, and it just seems like things won't let up. That doesn't mean stop. That doesn't mean find another way. That doesn't mean that it's not for you. You have to remember what you are doing it for. A lot of times we are picking up things and we are taking on responsibility. We're taking on things that's not even for us to be doing. We're doing it because it's the end thing to do, or we're doing it for the money, or we're doing it, just to be seen, and just to say, hey, this is what that is. But a lot of times, me personally, I don't want anything that is not purpose driven, designed for me, that is my calling, that is my purpose. I don't want it, because I don't want the things that come attached to it if it's not my battle. If it's not what I'm supposed to be doing, take it away from me. I don't want to do it. I don't want the extra. A lot of times we put loads and loads and loads on us, and sometimes we just have to learn to say no. No, I didn't come here for that. No, this is not. And that's where I feel like that I feel like I have picked up so many things and not remembering what I came for. Not remember what I'm doing it for. But one thing in it, I always seek clarity. I always seek for it to be shown to me that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is what is for me. Man, and I am so grateful for clarity. I am grateful for peace of mind. I am thankful for endurance. I am thankful for understanding my purpose. And I am so grateful for where I am at right now. And even though things are not what I imagine them to be right now in my life at the age of 36 years old, I'm still not throwing in the towel. I'm not complaining, because I know that what I signed up for wasn't going to be easy. I knew that it would be a challenge, and that's why I have to stay above so many things that I'm going through in order to get through them, because if not, I will sink. I would sink. I have to close myself out. I have to meditate. I have to focus on what is for me. I have to remember what I am doing it for. So if it's anybody out there, I don't know. Some people, they don't go through stuff. Some people, life is peachy. Awesome. But as for me, my reality is remembering what I am doing it for. I have things in my life. I have levels that I want to achieve, and I am going to get there because I am living in my truth. And in my truth, things are not perfect. Things are not the way I want them to be right now. But my right now doesn't determine my destiny, my purpose, my calling. So I am already equipped. I just have to get there. What's for me is already waiting for me. I just have to continue to go through so I can make it to where I am supposed to be. So if this helps, if this encourages anyone, just remember what you are doing it for. Remember what you're doing it. Remember when Your higher power spoke to you and said, you know what, this is for you. This is where I want you right now. This is where you should be. So when things come your way, you're going to have to go back to the foundation when you heard, when it entered into your spirit, man, when clarity came. You're going to have to remember what you're doing it for. Man, if I could just really allow you guys to feel how I feel, like I just got a breakthrough, a total cleansing breakthrough. Things are never what they look like, but things are what they should be. We create everything that we want. Everything. Whatever we choose to look at a situation for is what we create it to be. It's the state of mind that we have. So if you feel like at the end of the day that things are coming against you and that it's never going to let up, it's never going to let up. If you feel like at the end of the day, you know, things are always coming for you, like nothing is never drawn to you like in a good way, it's always going to be that way. We set ourselves up for failure. We set ourselves up for disappointment. We set ourselves up. Man, and sometimes we have to just be honest with ourselves. It's self-mutilation. We walk around, we depress, we oppress, we hold our head down. We make ourselves become ill because we can't see ourselves coming out of certain things. I will never, ever look like what I go through because I know that I am just going through something. Now, if I felt like this was my life and that I'm staying there, then yeah, maybe I'll start looking like what I go through. But I'm not. Because I know that this is only a temporary thing, and that's why I trust the process. That's why I hold on. I stay girded up. I stay steadfast. And even when I fall off, even when I fall short, I go back. I meditate. I pray. I speak to my closest friends. Like, I don't hold it in. We cannot keep going through this life acting like we have all the remedies and the solution to come out of things. We can act all day like nothing is bothering us. Everything is hunky-dory when you feel like you on the verge of checking out of here. We got to start learning to be real with ourselves. We have to start learning to be honest and say, you know what? Today, I feel like I'm not going to make it. I feel like I'm about to check out. I feel like I'm about to lose it. And that's identifying. And once the first thing in overcoming something is really being honest and really admitting to it. Because change will not come if we cannot admit to it. We can go around all day and blame this person, blame that person, blame this person, blame that person, when we need to take and we need to blame ourselves. You self-afflicted and you feel like it's nobody there, it's because you train yourself to believe that. See, I'm talking because at the end of the day, I've been there. And sometimes at the end of the day with certain things, I'm still there. But the thing about it is knowing and identifying and saying, you know what? I'm coming out of this thing. I'm coming out. There's so many people out here that are losing their mind, that are suppressing things with drugs, with alcohol, and think that it's okay. Been there. done that, it don't change nothing. Because once you come down, your reality is still there. Your reality is still there. You still depressed. You still feel like you're ready to check out. You still feel like you want to give up. You still feel like this life is not worth living. Those are feelings that you are not alone in. You are not alone. It's some people that will never admit. And that's why change will never come. Because we so caught up in this perfect life that no, ain't no possible way depression can come knocking at my door. Ain't no possible way I could feel like I want to kill myself. Ain't no possible way I feel like I'm not nothing. Ain't no possible way that I feel like I'm not nothing, that I haven't did anything in this life, that I don't know my purpose. People think that you're the only one that's battling that, and I got news, you're not. You're not. But the thing about it is conditioning yourself, having enough discipline to stand up and say, you know what? Though I may feel this way, I'm not going to stay here. Though I may feel this way, I'm not going to dwell in it. Today I woke up and I was like, you know what? I just had this like, God, I'm trying to be this way and do the things that I need to do to wrap up for my women event that I'm having. And I just kept feeling like, today is not really, what I need it to be. Like, today is not really where, like, I want it to be. So I'm just feeling like, oh, woe is me. Life is hard. If only I had somebody that would help me. Oh my God, it's just me by myself. Oh, I'm tired of doing this by myself. But then I had to shake it. I had to come. I had to come get my water. I had to come get my candle. I had to come get my incense. I had to come get my rock. And I had to come put my white sheet out. And I had to veil. I had to travail in the spirit. And I had to tap in to the inner me that has everything that I need. Because my God supplied it. And according to his riches and glory, I'm good. I'm good. I just have to know it. I have to set my thinking up for it. And if I don't, then that's where I begin to fall. We cannot walk this thing along. We cannot conquer this life alone. It will devour you. It will make you lose your mind. And I'm not saying that you have to believe in God. I'm not saying that you have to believe in who I believe in. But I know who helps me. I know who my higher power is. I know who answers me when I call. I know who is standing by my side at all times. So I have to just remember, and I have to remind myself. And man, I'm telling y'all, it kept something move. It shifted. It left. It left. And all I heard was, remember what you doing it for. Remember what you are doing. I'm attached to so many people out here. I'm attached, and it's not in a cocky way, but I'm attached to so many people that need me to continue to move so they can move. Even with being a mother, I have little girls that will become women that is attached to me. That needs me in order for them to be able to be where they need to be. You have people that are attached to you. They need you. Some of y'all don't even know that at the end of the day, when I get on here and I see posts of y'all, I get inspired. It's not even about sales. It's not about, at the end of the day, people rocking with my brand. It's not even all about that. I'm not in it for just the money. I'm not. People that are in things for just the money, it'll show. It'll show. I'm not in it just for that. I want to be able to be a blessing to single mothers, to women that's in need, to women that are just so clogged up and blocked up with just being in denial of who they really are. I didn't begin to be free until I honestly admitting who I really was. I wasn't able to be set free until I began to admit who I really was. Until I began to admit my fucked up ways. Until I began to admit that I wasn't strong enough to handle everything that came my way. We all need somebody. We all do. So always remember, when you start something and when you hit a roadblock, when you're somewhere and you feel like, you know what, I'm somewhere and I don't feel like I know my next move. I don't know my next play. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Remember what you started for. Remember why you started. Remember why you quit your job and God told you to focus on your business. Remember why you walked away from that relationship. Remember why you moved to that other state. Remember why you moved out of that apartment. Remember why you packed up you and your babies and you left. Remember why. Remember why. Remember why you fell on your knees and you cried out, I can't do this. Remember why you had to walk away with tears in your eyes. Remember why you did it. And press through, press through, press through. I'm rooting for us. I'm rooting for us. Because in the process of speaking and interacting to you beautiful women, to you beautiful queens, I strengthen myself. I strengthen myself. Feel the strength, feel the love, feel the vibration, feel the connection. You are not alone. You are not alone. The feeling of going to sleep and anxiety coming and not even being able to rest at night. Remember what you started it for. Remember. Don't let nobody take you away from what your purpose is, from what your calling, from what your destiny is. Remember what you started it for. You didn't go through hell. You didn't go through losing a child. You didn't go through, at the end of the day, crying at night. You didn't go through not understanding. You didn't go through almost losing your mind for nothing. You got purpose. You got purpose. You got to birth it. You got to birth it. I am going to fight until I am no more. I will never stop trusting the process. I don't care how hard it gets. I don't care what door closes. I don't care what no's I get. I will never, ever stop. And sometimes you gotta get you gotta get serious. You gotta get serious with some things that you are requesting, some things that you want. You gotta get serious with it. You gotta get serious with it. I will have everything that I set out for because I sacrificed. I gave, I sacrificed, I lost. I went through the storm. I cried the tears. I laid down. Everything that I knew came out of my comfort zone to get into a zone that I wasn't familiar with. But that still will not shake me. That still will not move me. I am that I am. So whenever y'all feel like y'all going through something, whenever you feel like you about to just lose it, remember what you doing it for. Remember, tell yourself now, remember. I got to remember what I'm doing it for. I got to remember what I'm doing it for. I got to remember when I lost my child. I got to remember. I got to remember. I got to remember. I got to remember when everybody turned their back on me. I got to remember. Why? Sometimes we need to be alone. Sometimes we got to feel. Sometimes we have to feel friendless. Because that's the only way that we're going to get the attention. That's the only way we're going to get the attention of God. Because that's the only way sometimes some of us even come to him. When we feel like we have nothing left. That's when we feel like we'll go to our higher power. When we feel like it's out of our hands. I've been there. Felt like I could control it. Felt like I could do it. I'm strong. I got this. I'm a leader. I got this. Bloop. I ain't have nothing. Because I lost focus of who was leading. Gotta remember. You gotta remember. Sometimes we put ourselves in a position to where things are able to get snatched away from us because we're not supposed to be there. We out of season. We not supposed to be there. We were supposed to been gone. You gotta remember. If it's something that's laying dormant in you, if it's something that you're supposed to be doing, you got to remember. You can't let it pass you by. You got to remember what you're doing it for. Just like carrying a wound in your belly and giving birth, you produce something. It's something in you that has to give. Stop getting so full. Stop getting so full and then laying down. You got to remember, we got to get up. We got to continue to press. We got to continue to press. We got to continue to move forward. Even through the hurt, even through the pain, even through not understanding, even through the frustration, even through the loneliness, we got to remember, we got to press. We got to press. We got to press, man. I am so whoo, y'all just don't even know. I don't know if y'all can feel my vibration. If y'all can feel my energy, but man, I'm so serious about this. I'm so serious about this thing, man. I'm so serious about this thing. It's so many of us women, man, we compromise so much. We lose ourselves and some of us don't even gain it back. You got to remember. Stop putting everybody before you. My place of peace, I don't require much. As long as I have a clear mind, as long as I have the things that I need to be able to move forward and be successful in what I'm doing. I need a clear mind. You got to know where you are at. And you got to know where your strength lies. You got to know where your strength lies. My mind. My mind is my strength. My mind is my strength. And that's why a lot of times it's toyed with. That's why a lot of times things try to come against me and throw me off what I'm supposed to be on. Throw me off on what I'm supposed to be on. Throw me off. But I got to remember. You got to stay focused. When things come against you, when you know what you're supposed to be doing, when you know what was in you, when you know that you know, things are going to come. Because it doesn't want you to birth your destiny. It doesn't want you to reach your purpose. It doesn't want you to be happy. It doesn't want you to be successful. So things are going to come. We are not exempt just because we want to be successful. We are not exempt for things to come our way. We are not exempt from losing a loved one. We are not exempt from, at the end of the day, for not always having it financially. We are not exempt for not feeling love. We are not exempt. We are not. We are not. And as long as you are aware of these things and you know these things, then you can be prepared for these things. I know because what I withhold. I know because who I am. But we got to remember. We got to remember. So I'm about to log off. I want y'all all to what you started it for. See, I got my little mini-me's now. They invaded my space. But it's okay because I've got what I need. I put the message out. But I want y'all to remember, go subscribe. Go subscribe to my YouTube page. Woo! Trust the Process Bold Blogging. Go subscribe to it. And I hope this has... I want you all to go to my YouTube page, Trust the Process Bold Blogging, and make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys begin to watch my videos, subscribe, like it. Please share this video. I'm about to get off. But make sure you guys go subscribe to Trust the Process Bold Blogging. Make sure you stay in tune with me as we stay in tune with each other. And always remember to trust the process. Trust the process, y'all. And always remember, when things come your way, remember what you're doing it for, all right? So go subscribe, Trust the Process Bold Blogging, and I'll catch you guys soon.